Okay.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, just give it a couple more seconds. People are joining. And just so you guys are aware, I am recording this meeting and I will be sending out a email with the recording and the PowerPoint for reference, probably first thing in the morning. All right. So I have a couple more people joining. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for joining us this afternoon and volunteering to be an awards judge. We have in the past split this among a committee of 10 or so people, and they ended up with 20 some submissions, which seemed to be overwhelming. So this year we went with a lot of judges, and hopefully we can split out the submissions equally across. I'm trying to keep it under 10, so it shouldn't be too overwhelming. But you will get your assignments later this afternoon or first thing in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the how to judge orientation. So if you're new to NASCA, which some of you guys might be new to the NASCA world, we are the association, National Association for State Chief Administrators, and we deal with a lot of government operations, which you guys are all a part of. We have 5 award categories. 2 are organizational award categories, the Innovation in State Government Award. It has 8 categories, and you can have 1 recipient and up to 2 honorees for that category. And then the Excellence Through Collaboration highlights our corporate partners and our state members and their collaboration together on projects. And there will be 1 recipient for that category. We also have 3 individual awards. New this year is the Government Operations Champion Award. There will be 1 recipient for that, and that person is maybe not a deputy or a senior staff level, but maybe still as important to government operations and a real champion. We also have the Distinguished Deputy Award, which is for a deputy or senior member of the leadership team. And then the CAO Award, which is our National Ray Walton Leadership Award, and that is to a chief administrator currently serving or has served in the last 12 months. So those are our 5 categories. Just a couple of guidelines. The submissions will be distributed today or first thing in the morning, so watch out for an email with that. And the deadline to send your scores in is August 16th. And I will make sure to add a calendar invite on there on the email so that you can add it to your calendar and know that that's when the deadline is. Unless you are doing the Ray Walton Leadership Award or the Excellence Through Collaboration Award, then your deadline will be July 30th. Because that is being presented at our August meeting. The other awards are being presented at our October meeting. I have not assigned any category to a state or a corporate member that also had a submission in that category. We have notified any corporate partners or state members, if they needed to be reassigned to a different category than what they submitted for. And we have read all of the applications, and new this year, states can win up to 2 awards across all categories, but they can also be an honoree. So we have honorees this year, and we'll talk about that more in a second. So for our Innovation in State Government Awards, we had 8 categories, and we had a total of 30 submissions across all 8 categories. So like I said, this will get 1 recipient per category and then up to 2 honorees per category. So we will send you a template that includes the judging criteria in an Excel spreadsheet, and we'll also send you a PDF document that has all the submissions that you need to score, so that you can just print one PDF document if you want to print it, or you can go in and you can annotate on a PDF, and it's all in one. You don't have to deal with multiple files. We will also be sending the supplemental materials. These are just to be included, like pictures, PowerPoints, stuff like that, as supplemental materials and not the actual submission. So the judging criteria for the Innovation Awards is 25% for project goals and objectives, 25% for strategy and tactics, and then 50% for success metrics and outcomes. And this is a little bit different from last year. So if you joined us last year and judged, these percentages are just a tad different, as we wanted to put more on the impact of the success metrics and the outcomes over the tactics and the goals. So here are just some basic questions that you can ask while reviewing the Innovation Awards and per category. And I will also add these into your judging spreadsheet so that when you're judging, you can just ask these questions down the line. But each template, each submission should be in the format of goals and objectives, and then strategy and tactics, and then impact. So as you read it, that should be the flow, and you should be able to judge easily based off of that. Are there any questions so far? I know this is our biggest category and sometimes the most difficult to judge. All right, well, if there's no questions, we'll move on. So our next category is the Excellence Through Collaboration Award. This is the one that highlights a corporate partner and a state member. We have 2 submissions for that. JLL in Illinois submitted a partnership, and then Periscope Holdings in Arkansas submitted a partnership. This is the same judging criteria as the Innovation Awards, project goals, strategy, and then impact. So if you are judging an Innovation Award and a Collaboration Award, they'll go through the same process. Visual aids are for the supplemental material will also be included in your packets that you'll receive. Any questions on those? All right, I will also note here, since we only have 2 that submitted for this award, if neither one of them reach over an 80%, then nobody will be awarded that award. We just feel like 80% is a good baseline for an innovative project or an excellent project. So on to our individual awards. This, the Ray Walton Leadership Award is the national award that we honor CAOs with. There will be 1 recipient, and this one is easier to score unless you know all the people personally, and then it's going to be really hard to score. So this is scored based on ranking. So if you were assigned this group, please rank your top choice as the recipient as a number 4 and your last choice all the way down to number 1. That helps us identify who in the weighted scale will receive that award. The next 2 are very similar. The Distinguished Deputy, you will be awarding them. There's 5 in this category, so the top choice will be 5 and the last choice will be 1. And then for the Champion Award, it's the exact same. There were 7 nominated in this category, And so rank your top choice as 7 and your last choice as 1. Is there any questions on those 3 individual awards? Gosh, you guys are making this too easy today. All right, so I have assigned all of the submissions to each person. I have tried to keep it under 10 submissions per person. I think there's maybe 4 people that have 10 submissions, and that's just how the category is laid out. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to reach out to me. Again, I will include all of this information, the recording for this call, the PowerPoint, and all the documents you need in an email tonight or first thing in the morning. And I will also send you a calendar invite with your deadline for your specific category so that you can keep that in mind as well. If you guys don't have any other questions, I don't want to keep you on the line, but if you do, I am available to take your questions. All right. Well, Sarah, I saw that you just came in. If you want to hang on for a minute, I will run back through the PowerPoint. If nobody else has any questions, you're free to go if you'd like.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you.
Kayla.
Sarah, you
Thank
still
you so
on?
much.
Thank you.
I am sorry. I had trouble logging in. It made me like reset my password and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Sorry I was late.
Oh, you're absolutely fine. I am actually just going to stop the recording. And